Hello guys, welcome back to today's video. My name is Chioma. It's always good for you to pray for your relationship, mostly when it's going on well. That time when you think, I don't have any problem. You know sometimes how we can be carried away whenever it's so sweet, there's nothing bothering us, we forget to pray. This is actually the time when you're supposed to be praying, not that time when you have problem. That time when everything is okay, you don't need anything. That's the right time to start praying, binding, casting, removing the hands of the enemies. Problem with our relationship, most actual problems with our relationship are not our spouse, but every time we put the blames on our spouse, it's also very bad for you to come out and condemn your spouse, going to people, telling people what your spouse did that is wrong. These are some of the decisions you should take on your own. I should know who and who I should talk to about my spouse. If I'm talking to somebody about my spouse, let it be somebody who will make my spouse correct something in his or her life, not someone who will reduce him, mock him, and see him as nobody or work hard to spoil that relationship. Though we are not angels, we cannot really know people's mind concerning us. But even at that, it's good for us to be just prayerful to make sure that things are going well in our life. And when the relationship is about to spoil, or there's something the relationship is struggling with, approach matters a lot. You know, good relationship, or let's say a relationship that is not 100% going on well, needs some ingredients to still support it. And I call them ingredients because it works like spice. When you don't mix it very well, the spice, I see it as, it's not going to work well. Because these things, qualities, the things we need to have a very good relationship, to make this thing somehow rapport, work out well between us and our spouse, because this is the center. We and our spouse is the center of the relationship. If we are not working on well, functioning well, things are not working out well for us, then the relationship can never work. So if it happens that your spouse is the one who supplies energy, who goes to work hard, come back and bring all the things, resources, cash, whatever, that you people use to sustain yourself, mostly when you know that you are gaining a lot from that. You are seeing the physical cash, the thing, the whatever money, you are enjoying it how you're supposed to enjoy it. This gives you more energy, even when you're not getting it, that you could also talk to the person, approach the person gently, talk to the person about how the person is eating this and forgetting you. As long as that person has a good heart, the person will have a change of mind. Then you pray for that person to have a change of mind. Whenever we are asking God for mercy in our relationship, we should pray much about God softening our hearts. Our heart, God should soften it. Let our heart be soft. We need to have mercy, kindness towards each other. These are some of the ingredients I'm talking about. Because if we don't have that, how can we even pray an honest prayer for our spouse? Communication. Let's communicate. Talk to the person. Yeah, you people should talk. How can there be communication when we cannot tell each other the truth? Simple, honest truth. Like you. What will you work with if I come here and tell you only lies? Tell me how you're going to understand me, how you're going to work with what I'm telling you. If what I'm telling you is lies, how will you work with it? If I cannot be open and tell you some things that has happened to me, some things that is the matter, how I went about it, to show it as an example, how can you understand me? Understand what I'm going through or what I've been through, where I'm coming from and where I'm heading to. How? If the person is not honest with you, what will you do with this communication the person is giving you? Honesty. If you're not honest to your spouse, how can you then pray to God with this mouth you're using to lie? Is it the same mouth you're going to use to pray us out of our problems? The same mouth. How? If this one spouse is the one who manages. No matter what you give to her or she, the person manages. Then the other spouse should be the one who is going to also praise this person and say, oh, you are also trying, just like you praise the person when the person goes to work or when the person is preparing, when the person comes back. This also are going to praise the other person and say, oh, at least I trust you in this one. I know that any money that enters your hand, you will manage it. The other spouse must have the mouth to be the kind of person who is grateful, who is appreciative, who says, oh, thank you for what you are doing for us, so that we can balance. If we can encourage each other in what we are doing, if what we do and what we did does not mean anything to the other person, how can we move on? How can we be strengthened in this thing we are doing, we call relationship, that is like a company where the two of us are managing, where we need each other? How can we be in this factory we are working and somebody want to be the head, the tail, be everything, instead of working like a team? Do we also pray to God and say, God, give me chance in this person's life. Let this person see me as the partner. Let this person believe in me, trust me, love me, and believe that I am here and I'm not going to disappoint. God, strengthen me. How do we say our prayers? Because these are things we need to tell God before it's too late, before we start regretting, before the hand of the devil will come into our relationship and destroy it. And it's also not good when we see that thing from the beginning. You know that this thing might be the reason why this relationship will spoil. And the person who could do something to help this situation, to help raise this problem, erase it, clean it, wipe it out, and remove it out of the way. Is it my mother who do not love you? Is it my parents who think that you don't give them much money? Me, the woman. Whatever the case is in relationship, I'm just using examples that usually happens in a relationship. Are you the kind of person who has a mother? Your mother is too demanding, calling your in-law without shame every time, calling your husband, give me this, give me that, without thinking that your husband has his own bills. Your husband has a family to carry. He has his own responsibilities and he has his own parents and siblings to take care of. Your mother is calling every day. Instead of you to tell your mother to cool down, never you call my husband without calling me. Whatever it is that you need, tell me. You are supposed to solve that problem. You let that problem become a problem. That problem transfers from your husband that your mother is calling and becomes a problem between you and your husband. That means you are not doing it right. You're supposed to remove this problem, carry it and throw it away. Do everything to make sure that this thing does not cause problem between you and your husband, because those things are some of the things that could destroy your relationship. Because the moment you start counting, one, this problem, the other problem, she did like this, the other person did like this, you start bearing grudges, problems start growing, start multiplying like bacteria, start growing. Before you know it, you people start making fuss, start having some issues that could be difficult to handle because you don't too much, problem don't too much. Then that thing that used to be sweet, that relationship, that your expectation of saying, oh, he's coming back. Now you're afraid when he's coming. You're thinking, when he comes back, who knows what will happen? Who knows if my mother called us? We should grab our problems, no matter how difficult they are, no matter who is outside, who will hate us, because we did not allow them to use the opportunity. Because my mother thinks when she calls my husband to tell my husband to give her something, that out of shame, shyness, that my husband don't know how to say no to her, she will leave me and go and call him just to use him because she thinks she can do it with him. That is a very bad thing. The mother, the father shouldn't do this. And at the same time, this spouse should not allow such things to happen. There are many hands of the enemies using one opportunity or the other, thinking, oh, because this is my child and the other one is my child, when you don't do this for me, for that you won't get this. I'm not going to give you rest of mind unless I have you this blessing. I want to bless you. I want you to do this, because if you don't do this, you're not going to have this marriage. Because of that, they stop calling you, they stop doing anything with you to make sure that this your marriage will always have comma. That they say, no matter how you people love each other, no matter how it's going, let there be this comma in it for this relationship to spoil. It's your duty to make sure that this do not happen. That is my message for you today. It's better for us to do something about it, because if we don't do something about it, it might be a very big problem for us, because most problems we have in relationship does not really have to do with the spouse. It can come from any other place or any other challenges that we have that we don't even know how to handle. We shouldn't be afraid to tell our parents to stay clear of our spouse. We shouldn't have any fear in telling them that this is our direct family, that when you hurt my husband, when you insult my wife, we don't talk to me like this about my wife. Don't say something concerning my husband like this. Don't call him this name. Don't do this. You know, when you mention these things to the person and you sometimes get angry, show how this irritates you. The way this person presents your spouse before you, this will go a long way to stop the people from playing with somebody who is like who is the number one person, the most important person in your life. Because if you give them that room, they overstep their boundaries and a lot of things will go wrong. And immediately that your spouse start to see that you have presented them wrongly before your parents, before your relatives, or you have not represent them the way you're supposed to represent them, then that relationship can spoil, because that person knows that you didn't see the person as anything. That this thing you people are doing, you didn't even take it serious. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of stories, and also from what I know, this kind of things spoil a lot of relationship. It's better we really take care of this before it's too late for us. Thank you so much for today's video, and I hope to see you next time in my next video. See you guys. Bye.